Correspondent Emmanuel Ereyi is in River State to tell us. Emmanuel, how is the proceeding going on today?
Hello, Chamberlain.
Yes, go ahead. Tell us about the voting process today.
Yes, thank you. I have been watching the analysis and listening to some reports, especially from Lucky. Just that not so much luck happened here today. An exercise that appeared to have started peacefully seemed to have had many pockets of issues in different parts of the state. While in places like Gokana, Begema, Akukutu, Tai is a place where a young man was reportedly hacked to death. Eleme, with reports ranging from lack of result sheets, card readers not working, not available in some parts. In Opobo Nkoro local government area, they had to resort to the use of manual accreditation. Now, I need to go back to the episode of Obima, where the governor of River State was supposed to do his accreditation and eventual voting, which did not occur. Over there, the issue of lack of result sheets took center stage. And while that was going on, the Brigadier General Oko, SCN Commander 2 Brigade, Borikam, appeared in the scene with his men. And at that time, wanted to know what the governor was actually doing. That he got reports of the governor trying to disturb public peace. Well, we had to move away from there. The governor wasn't satisfied. Well, I must tell you that the pockets of violence, we have recorded pockets of violence in different parts of the state. I've spoken to the police public relations officer about some of the issues, sporadic gunshots in some parts of Obiakmo. He told me that the police will do investigations. I think the dust is still very high up in the sky. We have to wait till it settles, then we'll see how many people are still standing. But let me tell you this, that reports say that representatives of the All Progressives Congress in the state will reject whatever results that may come.
Well, before we get there, Emmanuel, let me jump in and ask you, just a minute. When you say that there were no result sheets and such, voting couldn't take place in some of those areas, what else was said? Are they saying that that is a conclusion, that there will be no voting, or that they will supply the materials and then they vote later?
Yeah, I think you two-pronged issue there, just like you raised. The INEC officials, when contacted, said they were going to send result sheets to where result sheets were not available. But in all of these areas where a number of these things occurred, voting went on very well in some parts. I can say that the PDP do not have issues. Some of these allegations they don't agree with. But those who complain decided to drop their pen and walk and take a walk. That means voting did not occur as far as they are concerned.
Is there any comments from security agencies, say the police, about those unfortunate incidents you talked about?
That is essentially, that's one of the things I had raised. I spoke with the police public relations officer, his name is DSP Ahmad Mohammed, about some of the issues raised. And he said that he needs to confirm and proper investigations done, then statements will be made. For now, that's where we are.
All right, thank you very much indeed, Emmanuel Ereyi.
Thank you.
Well, Professor Yowa, they just busted the bubble. So it turns out that some unfortunate incident, I mean, that first part where they said someone died, that's the least that anybody expected to hear, just for election purposes. Quite unfortunate.
In fact, the language he used was that the person was hacked to death.
Yeah.
So definitely it should be possible for the police to identify the assailants.
All right, but we'll always be in touch with Emmanuel and find out what comments coming through from the police. Well, Thompson is here now, and let's take a round and find out what is being said on the social media now.
Thank you so much, Chamberlain. Welcome once again to this segment. Well, we'll start with the mails. And from ID says, this is to inform you that we are still waiting for the arrival of INEC officials, and that's in Shangisha and Magodo. Well, that's a very serious issue there. And the next message has the subject, not voting, but hoping all ends well. It says, unfortunately, I'm not able to vote because I did not get my PVC despite possessing my TVC and going to my ward at 8 different occasions. I am, however, following closely and hoping the process ends well despite the many hitches. I hope the elections are successful and the best candidate wins. That's Abdurrahman talking about development in River State. He's also writing in from Port Harcourt. And then from Lagos, Prince Vitus says that there's no INEC official in Adejonwo, Minde, Maryland ward. Then please draw the attention of the authorities to this. We've been discussing this like all day, but we did have a correspondent, Harriet, who was somewhere around that vicinity. Fortunately, that area, when everything was going on smoothly, but we had a lot of complaints from Mende, Maryland, and we've taken it to the authorities, and we sure hope that something will be done about that in due course. We'll go over to Facebook now, and Sam Akinrionla says that everything is smooth. I've just finished casting my vote at PU21 Odunsi Street in Bariga, that's in Lagos. And then the other one says, one card reader worked efficiently here in Festac. Very lucky. Voting has started also, but some areas are not very lucky, and that's from Haywire Lenzo. We do have some pictures. I don't know if you could have those pictures. We have a picture of people waiting patiently to vote, and here in Lagos. And then we have another one from Apo in Abuja. Well, we'll get all those. Okay, that's it. That's from Lagos, where people are waiting patiently to vote. And then the next one we have is from Abuja, where vote has been cast in Apo, Abuja. We have a whole lot more, and we shall bring them to you as they keep flowing in. Back to you, Chamberlain.
Well, thank you, Rini. Yes, indeed, we'll look forward to some of those. But let's take a look at the online platform and the figures associated with some of them. Well, yes is moved now from 10 to, I think, maybe a little over 13,000 people watching on our online platform on YouTube. That's the YouTube viewership account at the moment. And then on our Channels TV website, can we see those figures now? I mean, yes, look at those. Well, those are the platforms that you can actually get across to us here today at m.channelstv.com. And so, well,
yeah, it's there now. That's YouTube viewers are just about 10,100. Channels TV website about 3,000 plus. And on the mobile platform, Channels mobile sites over 1,000, and Android over 500. On the iOS over 600, and on the Windows platform over 400. Totaling about 16,250. 250.
Okay.
I understand it's still increasing. The traffic there is increasing every second, so we'll keep you updated. But you can also just go online and view from wherever you are. We have people viewing from Sweden, from around the world. They are monitoring the elections from around the world. We have mails from London, from Sweden, from China, from Malaysia, all through these platforms. Just download the Channels TV app if you want to go. Channels TV app on your device from the Android, iOS, and Windows 8 markets, and you can just go ahead and view us live from wherever you are.
Okay, then, so we'll take a break, and then we'll be back and continue our focus here today on Nigeria 2015.